Every time I turn back, I see terrorist attacks, but this ain't 111, and many people went to heaven. As the government was going on, they will know the situation, but they will hide the truth behind your back. They have more money, but we have more people to face, so just calculate. We have the power in every single state to just optical illusion they create inside. Job was one of them, so they could reduce it by 3,000 people. I guess it was done on purpose. They just like to hide behind the curtains. I don't watch TV, so I guess every day I'm getting smarter. Plus, be hard for them to fool us. Watch your back, consequences are everywhere around us. I mean, there are many hint traits back in history, such as Steve Jackson's card game and all the other shit. Well, I guess he got a lot of explaining to do, but the point is it's founding more order. I'm not gonna do the shit they do. The most ironic thing is they didn't counterattack after such a disaster. They built the Freedom Towers, probably going to be destroyed even faster. They didn't count how many people were in the previous one. This thing you have to be curious on. As a kid, I smashed my own Lego blocks, and now they're trying to destroy their own city blocks. There's always two sides of the story, but media only shows one. But which one? Which one? The wrong one. They might show the right one. If they didn't get paid enough, they might stop bullshitting us. If we protest, we go rough. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of every single air molecule floating around. But at least they help us breathe out like government choking you when you're just beside the edge of death. That's what public opinion said. That's everybody else agreed 99% that we have too high rent. But speaking of that, the building was over 100 floors, but the impact was 20 floors away. There's always gonna be a problem with it. You just can't avoid it, so just spoil it and deal with it. The only way can make it worse by not dealing with it. There's no such thing called as deadline. If you keep on going, then everything else should be fine, and eventually you'll be able to bend the tide. So as you know, as September comes along, it's 6 AM, my alarm encouraged me to stand my foot outside. Since I already know the feeling of the carpet, so I was ready to set off from my department. Rushed to the kitchen to see the calendar. The date showed September 11th. Then I turned back to get my car keys. I was always quiet, so I went one week with my neighbor since I got employed. So I went to arrive to park my car in the parking lot. Then I arrived to the office, did my office spot, greeted my co-workers like I usually do. After a couple of hours, couple of breaks, I got back to my desk, went on the computer, saw this girl and looked like every day she's cuter, but that didn't prevent me from work until I looked through the shoulder and saw a plane away in the distance. That the moment they didn't talk since, because the plane was approaching our direction. Then I suddenly sparked to leave my section. Once the building received the impact, it shook me off my own balance. Didn't have time to think clearly. The only goal was to stay alive and evacuate. But since I'm trapped in a collapsing building, it seems like everything is a maze. But I'm going to exit the back door just in case. I definitely was not having thoughts to use the elevator. The logic cell was still with me, only logic sense. That's the moment I didn't care where my story ends. I reminisced everything that I could as early as my birth. It takes skill to run the rings around the fence. Well, like me by that, it takes skill to find the exit around 100 meter stones of blockage. I was lucky enough to have keys when I found my lockage. I had no hope, I had no chance, I had no time. I did many good deeds and even didn't thought about a single crime. I just then can't blame the architects and engineers. The good thing is that I defeated my fears. It felt nice. So the only thing is left is to close my eyes.